Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. That large movie theater style popcorn maker, I have had that for about 5 years and I have yet to use it. I'm very intimidated by it. So I decided to buy the matching cart that goes with it, and I had a really hard time finding one that wasn't insanely expensive. And I managed to find one at Walmart's website at walmart.com for $119. And here are all the pieces. I was so glad to see it. The box came already assembled, which it's welded together, so it's a nice sturdy heavy box. And I will insert a picture of the packaging, how it came. I didn't feel you needed to see me pull things out of a box. I have read a lot of reviews of people saying they did not get instructions to put the cart together, like they ordered the carpet separate from the popper. And this is true. This did not come with any instructions. But since I have the Roosevelt popper that goes with this cart, when I bought mine secondhand off of a yard sale site on Facebook, and it was somebody that lives in a neighborhood not too terribly far from me, and they only used it like 3 times. But luckily she had everything in it, the instructions and everything, and the instructions to put the cart together are in with the popper instructions. So I will put a picture of the cart instructions in this video so you can pause and take a screenshot to put your cart together. Okay, this is what I've got put together so far. So this is the long, what they call the long part. Long stand, they call it. They call this the long stand. So I put these 2 square ones there's only one place to put them, and I used the longer bolts. And then I put a washer on a bolt, and then put it in this way and then tightened it. And then I did the same thing with the washer and bolt with the short square one, and you can see here where the axle goes, and you just put your bolt in and line your holes up. Don't tighten down this one right away. Leave room that you can see to get this bolt in this side. And then once you have them both in and connected, and then tighten them down. So let's put the wheels on. Here's the axle. It goes right through here. I guess it's going to be tricky. Get it out the other side. Oh, no, actually it was pretty easy. Okay. So then it's telling me there's these 2 washers here. They're like a domed part. Okay, so I'm going to put the wheel on. Hold it from the other side. Okay, they give you can have ample room to move around. And then I'm going to put this washer on. And then this nut. It really helps to have a table to set everything on. That other cap, nut cap I call it, on. Okay, I got the wheels on, tightened as best as I could, and I noticed a couple of the spokes were loose. And if you turn this right here, it'll tighten them up. Just make sure when you're screwing it, it's coming down to cover the threads and not going up inside. Going up inside, it'll loosen it even more. So make sure it's coming down and covering the threads. Okay, so now the instructions are telling me to turn the main cabinet upside down and then to turn what I just assembled with the long stand and the short stand and the wheels and everything, turn that upside down on top of the upside down cabinet. Okay, so it should look like that when it's upside down. See these holes right there? That's where you put the bolts down in. And I don't think you use washers. Okay, I had to take the top cabinet off of the structure, the stand part with the wheels. I had it on the wrong side. Okay, now it's time to attach the handrail and the little tray on the other side. Okay, to install the handrail, you're going to use the short bolt, a washer, and then a nut. And it goes on the left-hand side. And that's this piece right here. Okay, you need 4 bolts, 4 washers, and 4 nuts for each to put each item on. So when you put it on, you want to make sure the angle is going down. Okay, I got the handle on, and what I did was, you can use if you don't have tools, you can use the 2 tools that they send along. I just find it easier to use my own. It's bigger and bulkier and works a little bit better. What I did was I used this one to hold the nut still while I turned the bolt. Otherwise, you're turning the bolt and the nut's spinning also, and you can't use your fingers, it's too hard. So the handle's on, and I did notice my tray has a scratch on it and a little bit of a dent in it, but that's fine, it doesn't bother me any, you really won't see it. I've seen reviews that people had really bad damaged units, like the cabinet was dented and it was really bad damaged. But thankfully mine's not. And then you do the same thing. The gold part is the top, that's the underneath. The angle goes down. Your washer and your bolt in from the front. So I did notice when I was putting like the bottom bolts in, the bottom bolts, I did have to pull this just a tiny bit to line up the holes. Okay, now the shelf's on and I'm all finished. I did find that some of the places you could use this part of the wrench, and other places you had to use this part because there wasn't enough space to get this in. But for everything, I was able to use the number 14 metric. It was very frustrating using the tools they sent along. There's the finished cart. That's the door. And it really doesn't take that long to put together, but you do need patience to put this together. Some of the places are tricky to get to and get the bolts tightened and everything. I'd say use 2 people. I was able to put it together myself. I did get a little frustrated at some of the spots, but it really didn't take long. You could have this together in probably half an hour, 45 minutes. If you're really good at putting things together, maybe even faster. But I will come back and show you it all set up with the machine on top of it.